Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Collective energy, please, Spirit, collective energy. We've got the Five of Wands in the reversed. Ending conflict. Diversity, peace. The Emperor, a respectable leader. About protection and control, very disciplined. Regarding love and marriage. Regarding the love cup. In the challenge position, we have the Six of Cups. Nostalgia. A return to innocence. Getting rid of all that wanton sexuality. Freaking worldwide free-for-all orgy that these masculines have been freaking enjoying. And the feminines, you know, but it's just orchestrated as this weird thing, you know. In the subconscious, the Nine of Cups. We're coming into a wish come true. Emotional stability regarding the love cup, regarding the marriage. Contentment and satisfaction within that marriage unit. Bringing happiness back to the home life. Making the house a home once more. In the recent past, wow, those just popped right out of there. In the recent past, we've got the Four of Pentacles, so there is a solid foundation. Well, we've got the Star, okay, so there's a spiritual fortune bringing a solid foundation and healing, and also a financial opportunity for skill development and such. So the Star is bringing solid foundations and financial opportunities. Intentions and expectations. Is apprenticeship, a mastery apprenticeship, working with high standards, learning new skills that increase the value of the spirit, right? Of the essence. The more you know, the greater you are. But it requires effort and work. This one came out and it's stuck in the upright, so I mean in the reverse, so I'm just going to take it like that. You've moved on. You're moving on to calmer waters. You're leaving this baggage behind, and this is causing them regret and grief. Those who have abused you, you're leaving it behind, and they are disappointed. The lens is being looked through. The Chariot reversed. They didn't gain a victory. They're not able to move forward. They're out of control, aggressive, and arrogant. You'll notice these energies when you come into them, especially if they see you clearly. In the environment, we've got the Knight of Swords reversed. They're impulsive and restless, unpredictable, and they have no direction, and they're acting with a disregard for consequences. They're just out of control, arrogant. Out of control arrogance, and they're very impulsive. It's over, and they don't know what to do about it. Hopes and fears. A deadlock. Could be a crossroads. Got some difficult decisions to make, and the outcome. Is the Queen of Swords. Regarding judgment and justice, clear boundaries. There's no emotion here. It's clear communication, clear-minded communication, truthful perspectives. Regarding freedom in marriage. She's working with the Emperor and the Star regarding freedom in marriage. Regarding love. Regarding union. The King and Queen of Cups are coming together in union. And this Devil is going to be strongly disconnected. And you'll move forward. Yeah, the Devil's going to be disconnected with strength. We're moving into domestic harmony and love. This is a revamping of the home life, the family unit, which will automatically affect the wealth that belongs with that family unit. These thieves have been going around gaining contracts and martyring people for wealth, and they've been shitting all over love and loyalty. They've proven that there's no love or loyalty in them. They fought really hard against it. So there is an end to this conflict. The Emperor is here with regard marriages. Justice. We got justice reversed. So there's litigation. Everybody's having some conversations. They want to agree to disagree. The Emperor is here regarding the love and proposals and marriage. It has been in an unjust circumstance. It has not been in a fair way for a long time. Love and union has been treated unjustly for a long time. We're returning to innocence and a state of joy. A return to being of service, not as a servant of anyone, not as a slave, but offering of the gifts that are internally, like sharing is caring, right? Bartering. You have a wish come true. You've got 9 cups here. You have enough to be generous with. You have enough to help others. Chicken. Unjust. This chicken has been behaving in a very unjust way to those innocent beings who are just here to help others. They're being disconnected from the star. They're being disconnected from the solid foundation, from the wealth. They're being disconnected from the financial opportunities. They're being disconnected from healing and rejuvenation, from this spiritual fortune. You are being remembered, or this bloodline is being remembered, whoever this child is. Working with high standards and passion, developing positive potential. So these thieves and liars and heartbreakers and destroyers of love and kindness and goodness are being disconnected, and we're remembering what it means to work with high standards, to master a skill or talent, to develop a positive potential within self, so that you can then manifest something good with that new skill. It's about becoming more so that you can manifest more. Hardship. You're leaving hardship behind. You're leaving that baggage behind. You're leaving it behind. You don't have to deal with hardship anymore. You've suffered long enough. And these ones are in regret because they failed. You survived. a very unjust situation brought on by a chicken. They didn't win. They're very arrogant and aggressive. They're out of control. They're out of control because you have received, you're a peaceful, privileged person, and you have received a promise. Or maybe you are a peaceful person and you have received a promise of privilege. And these ones are very, very upset about that. They are out of control, very arrogant and aggressive regarding this. You're a being of service. You help others, and you've gotten a promise. These ones are behaving with a disregard for consequences. They are so pissed off that they can't control you or your gifts. They can't steal from you what belongs to you. The promise has been given to you, not to them. You have received the limelight position. And they're restless and unfocused and burnt out, and they're so pissed off. They have no direction. Because you have your position. They could not win your position. They could not become you. They're at a crossroads. They don't know what to do. Defense. You were able to defend yourself against them. They took everything from you that they thought would give you an advantage, and yet you were still able to rise above. Queen of Swords, cutting them out. You know the truth. You know exactly what's been going on. You are not going to be bamboozled in the slightest. These ones won't be able to preserve themselves. They're being cut off from their lifeline for trying to destroy their lifeline. These kin. They tried to destroy their lifeline. They wanted to change the purpose of the sovereign being. They wanted to appear as that using magic and send them into the grave. But prophecy happened. And here you are, being you. Attention is being brought to you as you. You're not a game player. You're not a puppet. You're not playing the normal script. You're you. Portraying yourself as you. There's a backstory to this. These academics, they didn't want you, they wanted your, well, this witch is spying on your location still to bring you conflict. They're haunted. This vain person is haunted and suffering a lot of drama right now because they came after you. And they're getting back what they put out. They're getting the return on their effort. And it's not a solid foundation and a financial opportunity or rejuvenation and renewal. They're being disconnected from that. In a very unjust marriage situation, worldwide, you never gave up hope. You never gave up hope on love. There's a challenge restoring innocence and a sense of being of service, helping your fellow human. Somebody didn't appreciate you. They didn't appreciate the services that you offered. Unappreciated. This chicken, they didn't appreciate you in the slightest. They're just like, hey, give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more, more, give me more, I need more. Guilty. A reflection, a shadow character. They have no light in them. They're very dim light. They have no self-love. They can't nurture themselves. Into healing. They haven't developed any of those qualities. We got secrets. They haven't told you everything. They're disappointed because you're walking away from the hardship that they have brought upon you. You're leaving it behind. You no longer have to deal with it. They did not gain a victory. You got the Chariot in reverse. They can't go where you're going. You are a peaceful, privileged person, and you now have a new promise. And they can't go where you're going. They have habitual patterns. They neglected to give you what you needed because they had so many habits. They took all of your services, all of your supplies, Star. They drained your love cup and didn't save any for you. They didn't leave any for you. And they'll never stop. They'll never change. This is who and what they are. They've proven it cycle after cycle after cycle. They run a run. They're running from their karma. They're acting with a disregard for consequences. They're at a stalemate because this star was able to, an emperor was able to defend themselves. They were able to defend love and devoted union. There's unfinished business here. The Queen of Swords is cutting them out. They're not going to self-preserve. They can't take care of themselves. They won't survive. They won't survive. They won't survive. They never learned how to take care of themselves. It was always your responsibility to do the work. You need to understand how they feel, and you need to continue to give. They're in disagreement. They can't survive without you. And it's like, you know what? They nearly destroyed you. And they did so very happily. They were very pleased with the work they were doing against you. They're confused because you have a new soul tie and commitment. And people are talking about it. People are talking about it, and your whoever this is, they're longing for you. This is a new chapter. The third wheel enemies, everybody's having a new chapter. Your heart will be mended. You're going to be entering responsible unions where your emotional and financial needs will be met. These ones are in regret because you love yourself. They want to escape. They were chasing after you and they sabotaged themselves. They're feeling broken because you're entering a passionate and inseparable union, irreplaceable. They're being disconnected and they're feeling the pain from the damage they have caused. You carried that pain for a long, long time. You don't have to carry it anymore. You do not have to carry that hardship anymore. You get to release the baggage. It's going to disappear. It's going to disappear. They are being denied. You never gave up hope in a very unjust situation that was denying you your own gifts, your own ability to enjoy your own energy. They drained you of nearly everything, and they were laughing at your suffering. They're so clever. They did not appreciate your honesty. You saw through them, and they wanted to punish you for it. They failed. This chicken failed to cause you loneliness. Because you went within and you're comfortable being alone. You like you. You like you. So it's not a big deal to hang out with you. You like being kind to you. You like giving yourself good food. You like nice spiritual baths. You like joy rides. You like whatever you like. You like being kind to you. So while they tried to strip you of love, you poured it into yourself. What they weren't taking. These ones are not limitless abundant beings. They can't manifest anything in the world. They are guilty of causing a lot of pain in this world, and they're being disconnected. You are being remembered. You work with high standards. You're developing skills and talents that improve and increase the value of your soul, of your essence. These ones, they're in reflection. They have no energy. They have no vitality. They're in doubt. They've been disconnected from you. They can't feed on you anymore. They can't take advantage of your rewards and effort anymore. You are leaving this hardship behind. You're letting this baggage go. They are in regret and disappointed and grief because they're being cut off from you. You were too courageous. You were just too darn strong. And you know what? You handled this hardship like a pro. They neglected you. They were partying hard on your well-being. Arrogant, careless. You've received a promise of privilege. You are a peaceful person. You're a happy person. You've received a promise of privilege because you are peace. You are getting a limelight position. You don't have to run anymore. You are successful. You know there's no greater goal than to love. You are at peace even amidst all of this adversity. These ones are blaming you for their well-being. They're chasing after you with a disregard for consequences. They're running after you because they're at a crossroads, and you're able to successfully defend yourself against them. There's unfinished business here. Yeah, you're able to persevere through this. You're balanced. You're harmonized. Queen of Swords is cutting these ones out. They won't be able to preserve themselves. Patience. Everything happens in divine order. Death. They're not going to preserve themselves. They wish you understood how they feel. There's death. It's over. They're dead. And you know, Spirit told me that a long time ago when I was wondering who it was that was attacking me so viciously in the mind, you know. They said it was dead people, that they were dead. And, you know, I mean, you got a lot of these folks that are walking around in human suits, but inside, there's no light in them. They're actually dead, and they're dressed up in stolen energy. And they're in doubt now because they're being cut off. They're being cut off from those disciplined people who possess gifts of the soul that benefit them and others, who can accomplish whatever they set their mind to, who focus on the lighter side of life. They're being disconnected from these people. They're being disconnected from the people that they could trust to help them persevere through challenges. They have to accept the things they cannot change anymore. They're envious about your freedom, about your love, about your health. They're prideful and they don't know what to do, and they're in grief. And they're in fear. See, you're a person who is of service. You feel good when you can help others, and you came and you were helping them, but they took and they took and they took, and they were jealous and envious, and they stole, and they took way, way more than was their fair share, and they brutalized you in the process, and they left you with nothing. They didn't leave any for you. You didn't need anything. Who are you? You don't need nothing. You can generate however much you want. And they come up and they take and as much of it as they could. As soon as you could generate it, they were taking it, leaving you depleted. Not doing a damn thing to help themselves. They were just taking from you, from what you were generating. From what you were generating. They were siphoning it without a damn care on how it was affecting you. Without a damn care about how you were managing. They come up and take your goodness and then throw a bag of shit at you. And say, thanks, bitch. innocent high honor person. The Emperor is here regarding the marriages of innocent high honor persons who never gave up hope on divine and loyal union. It was very unjust. And while you were denied love and support and any of the gifts that you were generating, you were gaining an awareness, a full awareness of the truth of who these people are. They can't lie about it. Cycle after cycle after cycle, they showed their glee, their giddy happiness, their excitement. We got distant horizons here. They unappreciated an honest person. They did not appreciate an honest person. They did not appreciate innocence. They did not appreciate somebody offering a service. And they're free. This high honor innocent person is free. They no longer have control. There is a wish come true for this high honor innocent person. This chicken that was trying to cause loneliness for this person, leaving them alone, leaving them without support, they failed to destroy this person. They failed to destroy the star. They weren't what they told everybody they were. They couldn't perform the result that everybody was expecting. They lied. This chicken lied and came up with a freaking fantasy story and sold it to everybody. They believed it and they were really happy about it. They're under concern because they're under adjudication. Boy, how they hate you. They're thinking about your money. They're thinking about your money. That's all they can freaking think about. Because it's going to you. It's in the courts and it's coming to you. And they're getting the message, this thief, what they did in a family room to try to get your pathway for this mature woman, what they did in a family room to try to get your pathway for this mature woman has got them bad health. I don't care anything about these people. Yeah. Message of concern, unexpected income, sudden wealth. That's all they care about. That's all they care about. You got your wish come true. You're coming into your 9 of Cups. And they're just freaked out because they failed. Family room backfired. They're not limitless abundant beings. They're guilty. They're being disconnected from the star, from the frugal foundation, from wealth security, and from a financial opportunity. They stole all they stole, And now they have to give it back. An immature man. You're in the house. And you're working with high standards for positive potential regarding families. You're leaving behind hardship. You're transitioning. You're moving on. You're very courageous. You're leaving this baggage behind. These ones are in failure and disappointment. They've been operating on secrets and lies. And they're facing poverty because they can't steal from you anymore. They abused you. They tried to destroy you. They disrespected you. They dishonored you. They thought such foul things about you and did foul things to you. Dressing up in your energy, pretending they were you, neglecting you, doing drugs, getting drunk, being aggressive and arrogant and careless. Wow, Spirit. So you are happy. You have a promise of privilege. You are a peaceful being. Lovers and courtship. Look at this. The lovers and courtship. Their lovers are coming together in courtship. They are the gift. These jokers are out. They're taking a journey, going in a coffin. And as they're headed out, you should the foul things that they're thinking. They want the most foul, evil, painful things that they can think about is what they're wishing on you. It's like this is the same thing. It's like that's all they ever had to offer, and it's the same thing that they're offering now. It's like that's all they ever had to offer. And as they're leaving, as they're moving out, that same energy is like intensified because they're feeling it, because they're in this desperation, they're in this death mode. Journey, coffin, death. They're out. The old is going to disappear. They didn't get your great fortune. They aren't a great fortune. You are in a limelight position. You are successful. You know that there's no greater goal than to love. These ones want to blame you for their responsibility, for their own personal responsibility. They want to blame you. They want like everything they do, everything they say, everything they think, it's your fault. Because they can't accept responsibility for their own inner workings, for the thoughts that are going through their mind, through the hatred that's flowing through their heart. They can't accept responsibility for that, and then they don't have the ability to change it, to shift it, to heal it, to mend it. They don't have the ability to shine light on it, to break up that dense energy and to bust it out of there and recreate it into something new, to reformat it. They don't have that ability. So the thief can't thief. The thief is unsuccessful. There's a negative message, or they're ignoring a message. They're at a crossroads. Balance is being restored, and they are going to be experiencing something that they can't preserve themselves through. This Queen of Swords is like, you're not going to self-preserve, you're going into the death. She's not even kidding. She's like, I'm not playing with you. She's like, I'm not playing with you. She's serious. Get the F out. She doesn't care how they feel about it. Because of all the work they did. Because of all their toil and labor. It's proven in the courthouse. They're concerned. They're up in their thoughts. They're thinking about being a false person, a false community, trying to affect a change, doing work against a main male in his marriage. This mature woman is in bad health for trying to steal the pathway of a privileged lady. She's under adjudication. And this wealthy man, some false official person. There's a wealthy man who's in an official person position, and he has expectations of being in despair. He's going to lose everything. He's going to lose title, status, wealth. The honor and the respect that anybody had ever shown to him is undeserved. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. They've been stopped. They've been stopped. They either agree to disagree and stop, or they go into the coffin. You're a blessing. You're honest. They never appreciated you or the services that you provided. They're furious because they couldn't imprison you. They could not imprison you in the past. They couldn't keep you in the loop. They couldn't make you repeat a cycle. They're furious. Because you are a high value person and you are worth saving, and you're coming into your real estate with your divine spouse. They were daydreaming about being you, about stealing your family tree, your high value family tree, about becoming you, and they've been stopped. They're in fright. They wanted to be you. This mature woman wanted to pretend to be you and then get with your divine kingdom spouse, the Lord. And he was patient and thorough in his research, and he knows exactly who you are. These ones failed. You've got a 9 of Cups here. A wish come true. Unexpected income, sudden wealth. Message of concern. This chicken who caused you loneliness failed. Failed to separate you from your kingdom spouse and your wealth. So clever. So inconveniently clever. And they're frightened because they're found guilty, they're being disconnected. Whatever they did in a family room has backfired. They don't have any abundance. They can't manifest anything. They're mentally disturbed. They're in doubt. They have no energy. And you are in the house, working with high standards, mastering skills and talents that increase your personal value, working with diligence for positive potential, courageous, leaving behind this hardship, leaving behind this baggage. These ones aren't failed. They failed. So they got failure, they got disappointment, loss, secrets, poverty, and danger. They're in danger. All the danger that they put you in. How many car accidents have you had in your life? I've had a number of them. Most of them not my fault. The last one I had, it was so funny. I got in this accident and I heard him say, "Is she in pain? Is she in pain?" It's like, no, I'm not in pain. And it's a ridiculous game. For overly sensitive grown men behaving as boys, it's so ridiculous. I'm gonna hurt her, I'm gonna hurt her, I'm gonna hurt her. Just foul. You've reached your goal. You've reached your goal. Okay, so yes, you have reached your goal. The gift. You are the gift. You are light. You are the star. The lovers are coming together in courtship. You've reached your goal. You won. Love won. You're happy. You've got a promise of privilege and peace. These ones who neglected you, these ones who have habitual patterns that they'll never change, are arrogant, out of control. They're going on a journey and they're going to wind up in a coffin, or they're going in a coffin and going on a journey. I don't know, but you got coffin here and journey. You've got death up there. Vow. A vow. You've got a promise of privilege and peace. A vow. You're successful. You know that there's no greater goal than to love. You have a limelight position. Meaning, you may not be a politician, but you are noticed everywhere you go. The love light that's coming off of you, people can see it. You are a giant, emitting this frequency that is undoing these lower vibrational challenges. They're at a crossroads. Even without any message or knowledge, you were able to defend yourself. There's unfinished business. This thief is flipped upside down by your alliances. Your alliances, your friends. Your friends are flipping this thief and all of their companions upside down and restoring balance. This is the unfinished business that's happening right now. They're seeking a compromise, and it's like, no, there's no compromise. You coached people to unalive others for profit. There's no compromise. This Queen of Swords is here delivering death to those who toiled and labored for death, for love. You've got mercy. Your alliances came in and they said, no, this is over. This is the end of this bullpucky. We're coming into reunion. We're coming into this nostalgia, this return to innocence. Families coming home. They're coming home. Those who are in our history that were written out of the history books, that were mentioned as mythological creatures or whatever, right? No, man, they're real. They're coming home. They are home. And they're putting a complete death to this malarkey, this child's play. This child's play. You're having sweet dreams. You are lucky and you are a sweetheart and you persevered. The sweethearts persevered, and it's time. And it's the scheduled time for you to come together. These ones are going through withdrawals and they're nutty in the head. They're getting all wacky in the cabeza because they cursed you, trying to get your gift through rituals. They thought it was a great idea, and now justice is being served on behalf of those who love themselves and remained calm through an attack of those who were prideful. You will be entering your marriage, your kingdom union. It won't be anything like you've experienced thus far. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. This was very unjust. It was an injustice that was done to you. You never gave up hope for love for your partner. Not threesomes or orgies or any of that crap. I'm talking about a kingdom spouse, a husband or a wife, and a family that meant the world to you. You never gave up hope on that. And even while you were denied that, you replaced it with awareness. You gathered information about those who were inflicting this on you. And they are now undergoing an extreme misfortune in the mind. They're coming apart at the seams. See, their mental stability was only possible because they were siphoning energy out of this main female. And they were putting all of their mental instabilities and all of their misfortune onto her. So they were able to maintain, but now that she's been freed from them, they are suffering a severe misfortune in the mind. They can't renew themselves. They can't heal from this. They did not appreciate their blessing, their honest to goodness blessing. They abused it so bad that they tried to destroy it. And they're furious because you are returning to nostalgia, to a time of love and lovers, of being serenaded, of being wooed, of being loved so certainly. Love. Nine of Cups, wish come true, unexpected income, sudden wealth. These ones got a message of concern. You are gonna come into this in a big freaking way. Big freaking way. You're gonna have so much that you're gonna be able to be very generous with others. And that's what happened in the previous cycle, but they were pissed off that you were the one giving it to them, and they decided they were going to take it. They didn't like the fact that it belonged to you. So what did they do? They gained a contract and they took it while throwing you away. They weren't satisfied with the frugal foundation and wealth security that they were offered. They wanted abundance. They wanted glory. They wanted extravagance. They wanted others to see them as successful when they weren't. They had their frugal foundation and their wealth security, but they couldn't build anything with it. They got frustrated, they took a shortcut, and they started taking from others while destroying their lives and causing a potential eternal suffering. And they did so very happily. It was a great scheme. They got the message. There's a message here. The guilty are being disconnected. They're frightened. They're having phobias. They're feeling the pain from the damage they have caused. They're mentally disturbed in a big way. So you've got mental disturbance here because this Maroon card is my card for the mind. And you've got an extreme misfortune. Everything's coming apart. It's on fire in their mind. They're whacked out in the head. And then up here, we've also got this. They could be having supernatural disturbances. So not only in the mind, but they could be having some supernatural disturbances in their environment. They did it all for money. And now they get to find out whether or not it was worth the price. If they survive this and come out as a star, if they survive this cycle and come out all shiny like a star, then they will get their money. You're leaving behind this hardship. You no longer have to carry this energy while they take your money. Priest in the reverse. He did this, it was fun. He had a great time. It was so fun for him. He really enjoyed it. He's in danger. He's in danger. He's spiritually in poverty. His life could very well come into poverty. He's in regret and failure. And he's still living in the secrets that he's kept. He's still living with secrets. He's still hiding things. They neglected to give you what you needed. See, this religious thing, religion, it was supposed to guide people to be, but they twisted it and siphoned the spiritual fortune out of those that they were supposed to be guiding closer to God. They were guiding them away from God. while taking the fortune. They're going on a journey. They're getting in a coffin. They're going in a journey. They're getting in a coffin. And you, my dear, you are happy. You've received a promise of privilege and peace. You've reached your goals. You're coming into courtship. The lovers are coming into courtship. They are the gift. And these sweethearts are getting their house. They're getting a house. A surprise. Surprise, sweetheart. You're getting a house. Surprise, sweetheart. You're getting a house. And these dark priests or whatever, they're going in the coffin. This is over. There's death and mental disturbance, religious witchery, schizophrenia. That's what it is, as far as I'm concerned. And I have testimony, and that's just my belief, and that's what it is. And I'm not. Nobody can tell me any different. I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap about these people who did that to others, thinking it was funny. Death. They're sick, they owe the merchant. They're sick, they owe the merchant. Scholar, lover, thief. This scholar became a lover simply to steal what the woman had, or the man, whoever this is. This scholar used his or her knowledge to gain relationship with somebody and then steal from them, to cause them mental disturbances, to steal their home, their well-being, their love, to try to destroy their faith in God, to steal their limelight position. Boy, they got death out here all over the damn place. And mental disturbances. They've got 2 mental disturbances. They've got a journey, a coffin, a death, and a death. And a death. Death came out. Wow. Journey, coffin, death. Journey, coffin, death, death, death. Journey, coffin, death, death, death. And mental disturbances times 2. They effed up. They're all up in their thoughts about it. They couldn't steal from you this time around. They were met with a coffin. They were met with a Queen of Swords, man. We got conversation in the reverse. The time for talking is over. The soldier is going to prison for trying to steal your fortune. This servant who had hope of being successful is sighing. Because the Lord is here, and the Lord is a friend. Oh, they're sick about it. They need consolation. Oh my gosh. These pleasure seekers, they were offering a service and they were waiting. They've been waiting for for whatever their pleasure was to show up. And they're in despair because this wife is having a reunion. Because so she's getting married and having a child. This old woman and young woman who were coming against this person are so haughty. They know that this child is a gift. And they're in melancholy and sorrow. Over your faithfulness. Everybody's happy. So, yeah. That's wild, man. Death times 5. Mental disturbances times 2. And supernatural. And this isn't just a freaking, oh, I'm depressed. Oh, no. This isn't just an, oh, I'm depressed. This is a freaking catastrophe of the mind. You've already been through it. Many of you. And you know just exactly what it's like, and they're furious about it because they couldn't keep you in a mental prison. They couldn't keep you in a mental prison. They couldn't keep you here. So now it went back on them. It went back on them. See you on the next one, everybody.